in this time of absolute miracle. But I can use any level of skills at will. Strengthened to 33. 4 skill power increased by 10,000%. Just because of my previous life. He is the only god-level talent in the world. Facing it alone in the world's last defensive battle. Just because of the 4th order variation that exists in the theory. He was knocked down in one encounter. Finally unwilling. Humanity's last line of defense has finally been destroyed. But I don't know how long it took. I woke up in a place that looked like a prison cell. Judging from the guard's dialogue, someone probably doesn't want me to take the test, falsely accusing me of being comatose because I was infected with the virus. And it seems that these 2 guards were paid. Want to get rid of me. Because I'm just an ordinary person at this time. If a minor character dies, no one will dig into it. Watching them walk in with guns drawn. I remembered this was 3 years ago. That is, on the day of taking the talent test. Only then did I realize. It turns out that past lives cannot be tested. Someone has manipulated me in this life. So how could I let you succeed again? I missed the test in my previous life. I lived in exile for 3 years relying on the Ministry of Inspection. Only then was the military discovered that he had magical talents. Unfortunately, the Chinese war zone has already fallen. No resources or time to grow at all. Rushed to level 3 in just 7 months. Still far from the real strongest. He hurriedly went into battle to fight the mutated 4th level. This also leads to, I can't even save my own mother and sister. But now it's not too late. Just pass the test and become the strongest. I can save the most important person around me. End this apocalypse. At this time, suddenly a system prompt sounded. This is the same as the awakened person in the previous life. Doomsday systems that are the same for everyone are completely different. This may be my golden finger. You have to start testing as soon as possible. Then find out who's behind it. The countdown has already begun. At the same time, I was spotted by the guards at the testing site. They immediately issued an alert that the infected person had escaped. And quickly surrounded me. I quickly judged the current situation. Except the team leader is a low-level awakener. The others are all ordinary people. The current optimal solution is to rely on the strength of the team. Force him to take me out. Any move I'll shoot. Seeing the team leader being held hostage, the guards had to stop what they were doing. Take me to the test square. If you exceed 3 seconds, you will die. It doesn't look like I'm joking. The team leader had no choice but to give in. At this time, the test square was already crowded with people. The examiner is giving a pre-exam speech. He is the representative of the Tianfeng Security Zone Military Committee. Wise words right now. The official intercom sounded, everyone pay attention. An infected person took hostages and entered the testing site. The next moment, the guards at the entrance of the passage flew out. And I was surrounded by people. There is always a risk of being shot. I tried to explain to everyone that I was not infected. I don't want to disrupt the testing ceremony either. Just want a chance to test. But Liao Tian directly ordered me to be captured. All the guards were approaching me step by step with their weapons raised. And what I want to say has been said. Then throw away the gun. According to Regulation 137 of the Safe Zone, awakened people enjoy preferential treatment according to regulations. It's a capital crime. Disobey military orders. But as long as you contribute enough, can also offset. Surrender after seeing my equipment. The leader turned around and punched him to the ground. At this moment I am being controlled by multiple people. Liao Tian is not going to let me go. Order me to be killed on the spot. Seeing that the guard's long knife is about to stab down, suddenly the roar of a fighter plane in the sky attracted his attention. Supreme Commander of the region. Standalone Awakener. Most likely they jumped out of the fighter planes. The strong sense of oppression makes everyone stop action. The military region is now in short supply of high-level Awakeners. Since he is willing to risk his life, let's take a look at his quality. If the awakening is unsuccessful, rectification on the spot. I finally got a chance to test. walk slowly towards the test crystal. The ridicule and sarcasm of those people kept coming to my ears. And I just stood silently in front of the test crystal. Last life. Starting from being pushed around and missing the test. One wrong step in this life. Destiny starts from the first step of testing. It's up to me. Beginning. There are constant light waves of exposure. Testing talent. Current talent level D. Current talent level C. The level is constantly rising. Sequins can't sit still anymore. Cold sweat broke out on his frightened face. And my level. Still improving. Current talent is extremely high. Test the crystal psychic energy to inject more. Moment. The test crystal once again explodes with powerful psychic energy. Seeing this, Liao Tian panicked. An ordinary person. How many days will it take to be a Jinshi? This kind of chance may not happen even once among millions of people. Xiao Hai was also shocked to see the changes in the test crystal. The final test results have not yet appeared. Could it be that he has higher talent? I see that my level is still improving. You can keep pouring into your body. Everyone has expressions of disbelief on their faces. The next moment talent comes. Huge chilling aftermath. It has become unbearable for ordinary people. But Crystal shows no signs of stopping yet. Xiao Hai realized that I am the seed of a third-level awakener. Now is the critical moment. He hurriedly ordered the ground armored troops to leave the city ship. Prevent mutant attacks. Celebrity fighter jets dispatched. Conduct military patrols over surrounding areas. Block all routes to the square. And on my side. With the last stroke of the civilization version, the test is finally over. When I hear the test level, Xiao Hai relaxed his hands in shock. I stumbled when I spoke. He is actually a pure blood S level. If S level is the preparation for third level awakeners, then there is nothing surprising about the SS level. It will definitely become the three realms. Xiao Hai's excited big school bully. Our Tianfang safe zone also has such talents. But what he doesn't know is, actually, SS level is not my limit. But to test the limits of Crystal. But SS level is enough. What matters right now is the mission of the Sword God system. See the system panel loading. I breathed a sigh of relief. The mission is completed. And I was really shocked by the capabilities of this system. In the past, it was the strength of the whole country. Only 2 S level and 1 leader level skills were revealed. Now the Sword God system. Can you enhance your skills to SSS level at will? I can't wait to try this skill. At this time Xiao Hai came over. Classmate Yaming. Congratulations on testing your SS level talent. Tell me what reward you want. Uncle Xiao will definitely satisfy you. But at this time I am still focused on the system. Didn't notice them. Xiao Hai thought I had just become an awakener. Not used to it yet. Just put your arm around my shoulders. He said that Uncle Xiao was just like you back then. Stunned for a long time. Go, stop posting. Come to my office. Let's talk. Xiao Hai's office. He mentioned that I was framed. Almost delayed the test. He has sent people to take full control of the departments involved. We'll definitely investigate clearly. Give me an explanation. Besides, he decided to make me his first choice. Report seed plan. Just pass. Then there will be a special level 3 to guide me. Materials and equipment will also be tilted. Then let me tell you about my talent. He came to help me plan my fitness system. I can't disclose. So I told him. My original talent. The mental effect is to control classical Chinese with mind power. Xiao Hai said. This is comparison. Rare ability. I can only ask for armor from the capital. Give me advice. By the way, what reward does Yanning want? I hurriedly asked Commander Xiao. If it is possible. I want a sword princess type skill book. This is not difficult for Xiao Hai. Immediately order someone to remove a skill book with the highest level. Coming soon. That person brought the supplies and stored them. The highest level skill book. Get the skill book. I told Commander Xiao Hai. If there's nothing else. Want to go back. He didn't stop me either. I understand that I am in a hurry to go back. The feeling of telling family members good news. Then he asked his subordinates to dispatch a few elite soldiers. Protect my safety 24 hours a day. And directly connect with him. At the same time, he said to Yanning with a serious look on his face. Almost lost the test qualification. Ceremony, I want to see the report within 24 hours. No matter who is involved. Catch him first and then talk about it. The 6th gathering place in Tianfeng safety zone. My family lives here. Let some seniors station themselves on the spot. I can just go home by myself. Neighbors saw it was a military vehicle taking me back. Everyone is talking about whether I have become a big shot. He came back in the army car. As I was walking, I saw my sister Xiaoan. So I called him. My sister turned around and said, "Brother." I looked at him helplessly. Then he stepped forward and hugged him tightly. This life. I will never let you get hurt even a little bit more. My sister smiled and said, "Brother. We haven't seen each other for over a year. Aren't you in training camp? How did it come out?" I shed tears. My brother has already taken the test. Mom and sister have been living a hard life. He is still holding the parts he picked up today. He happily said to me that he would give me a piece of cake to eat later. Let me eat enough. Hearing this, I was delighted and said, "Silly girl. Let's eat well today." In the evening, my mother used the ingredients I brought back. Prepared a sumptuous dinner. My sister is very happy. It's been a long time since she ate meat. My mother asked me about the test with concern. I learned that I successfully became an awakener. Her eyes were moist with joy. My sister was even more happy and shouted that he is indeed my brother. You are really my proud brother. Is it after you become an awakened person? Our family can eat this kind of meal every day. Can go into the night. Mom and Xiaoan fell asleep early. While they're asleep, I open the system and start learning skills. System detects gap skills. Automatically upgraded to SSS level skills. And the destructive power is increased by 10,000% times. I was so confused that I upgraded my C level skills to SSS level. Even if I saw too many big scenes in my last life, I have never encountered anything so outrageous. However, using it once requires 4,500 Shnik power points. Level 0 Awakeners only have 1,500 points of psychic energy. Level 1 only has 2,000 points. Even at level 3, it's only 4,000 points. If not counting equipment bonus. Use Sword Storm once. Theoretically, you have to reach the 3rd level of Ultimate. Fortunately, my innate characteristics are. Skills can be used once every 48 hours. Otherwise, even if all the spiritual energy in the body is drained. Now I can't even use it once. But the trouble is, the Sword God system does not allow the disclosure of information related to him. I can't explain it to others. Sources of skills and power. That is to say, before being promoted to the 2nd level, you must avoid using Sword Storm in front of others. And now he is the commander-in-chief. The critical time to submit your seed plan. It's better to cause less trouble for yourself. But this is a high-level insight that I never had in my previous life. I really want to use it right away. By the way, it suddenly occurred to me. Isn't there that in the military area? The end is coming. The world is filled with spiritual energy. There are various random copies generated everywhere. With the influx of awakened people. Complete the adventure experience. The relevant information of the copy is gradually mastered by humans. Especially the military. Spend a lot of money. Manpower and material resources were used to research and develop a test copy. A copy generated for actual combat training of troops. The test copy can be exited at any time if it encounters fatal danger. Security is improved to the extreme. So just go to the test dungeon and try out your skills, right? Tianfeng Safe Zone Test Copy. I asked the staff to open a low-level single-player dungeon for me. Any type will do. The staff recognized me immediately. She's the female leader who tested out her SS level talent. I told him that I could open a copy for him. But he still feels that with my current strength, it is very dangerous to enter the dungeon alone. I told him he was just going in to do a little test. We'll be out soon. Soon I entered the test copy. Observed the surroundings carefully. I found out this was shortly after the simulated apocalypse broke out. The weapon issued in the dungeon is a dagger. This is just like me. Weaker weapons are more convenient. Test skills. At this time, there was a mutant staring at me in the dark. I feel his presence. In an instant he rushed towards me. I jumped to avoid his attack. Raise the dagger the moment you hit the ground. Are you here to give me points? The hunt begins. Although my physical fitness is not strong at present, relying on combat experience from previous lives, it's easy to deal with zombies like this. It seems that the test of skills. You need to find the boss mutant in the boss area. Exit the apartment building through the stairwell first. Then go through the shopping street boss area. The square ahead on the right. But here is a group of first order ultimate zombies. When the copy is started again, the strength will be low. Waste time on them. Find the boss the fastest way. Leave quickly. The number of good guys is rising exponentially. What a pity. No matter how many zombies you kill, your psychic experience will not increase. You still have to go straight to the boss area. Get rid of them first. Soon after I finally arrive at the boss territory. The siren keeps sounding. Finally, the prompt that the boss is coming appears. A huge sting is a gust of wind. The boss zombie suddenly came towards me at an extremely fast speed. It's a top movie. Common sense. Dealing with a first level peak mutant. At least 3 awakened persons of the same level are required. If not to test skills. Now I am only at level 0, no matter how talented I am. Nor can we attack the first order peak mutant head on. And there are also a large number of ordinary zombies surrounding the killers. Has even invaded. The combat team can also escape here. If your skills are not as strong as expected. No matter how embarrassed you are, you can only quit. After the damage dissipates, I looked at the place where I had just attacked in surprise. Clear the field with one hit. I can't help but be glad that I did the test. Otherwise, it is impossible to imagine the lethality of the Sword Storm. This power, even though it's a weak second order peak mutant, it can also be done in seconds. And I am only at level 0 now. The system soon distributed the rewards. Experience within artificial replicas. All from the psychic powers provided by Warzone. The stone explosion rate is not as good as normal dungeons. I haven't heard of it in my last life. Who can produce equipment in the test copy? Now the best equipment is out. In this apocalypse, ordinary second level awakener, you may not be able to put together a white outfit. There's one thing that's pretty good. The start is here. The purpose of my test has been achieved. Exit the copy. Give the token to the brother. I left. Brother saw me coming out so quickly. I thought I must have been frightened by the sight of zombies. Suddenly a loud roar came from behind him. Who released the first level team into the dungeon again? Didn't I say that? Single player copies cannot be placed randomly. It is difficult to maintain multiplayer mirror copies. I told you many times. Why can't I remember it? The little brother was dumbfounded after being scolded. Brother Deo doesn't have a team to enter the solo version? No one. Why did the single player first order mutant die? I still don't believe it when I see my uncle. He retrieved the data. When the uncle saw his only equipment, it exploded. Be more sure of your thoughts. The little brother suddenly shed a drop of cold sweat. I remembered that Yaming was the only one who entered the dungeon just now. The more he thought about it, the more frightened he became. Just now he said he was going in for a test. Could it be that he was going to test someone to solve the dungeon buff?